segment, and they don't always let me host this segment with you. Patty's Picks is my absolute favorite. And two wild and crazy films. First up, Nicolas Cage is going bonkers again.
Well, and he does that very well. By the way, I wrote my review out. It's wet because when I came in from outside,
oh man,
got a little wet.
What a
Some
day
people
we're
say
having.
I'm all wet, but there you go. Yes. See, she laughs. That's why I love her. He plays wacky so well that we're talking Nicolas Cage. And we've got Sympathy for the Devil, and here's the premise. Now, what would you do if you were about to arrive at the hospital where your wife is giving birth, and crazy Nicolas Cage jumps in the back seat of your car, holds a gun to your head, and forces you to drive, and then listen to him? The driver is played by Joel Kinnaman in this psychological thriller, and here's some more.
I mean, are you happy? You and your wife have a happy marriage?
Stick away from my family.
That's rude. You interrupting me. Don't.
You know what I don't need tonight?
Stress. Let's just make wise decisions. Watch the speed limit.
Where are we going?
You're not listening to me. I will shoot you.
And this cop.
I told you not to speed.
Really plays with your emotions there.
Boy, he plays it so well. 59-year-old Cage is always entertaining with outlandish characters. Runtime is 1 hour, 30 minutes, and there actually is no rating for this, but obviously this is not for children. Coming up next, we have Haunted Mission. It's a supernatural horror film with Lakeith Stanfield, Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito, and even Jamie Lee Curtis. As the title implies, there's a haunted mansion at the core of the film. A single mother and her son move in, and of course, all kinds of stuff hits the fan. I said stuff. To combat what they perceive as supernatural powers, they hire a former paranormal investigator who is now a tour guide. Also, there's a priest and a college professor. What could go wrong, right?
That's my worst nightmare.
It's time to assemble the dream team.
We find someone who can communicate with these ghosts.
People used to eat here.
I told you she's good.
It's a dining room.
I found a professor who else wanted mansions.
I've been dying to go to this place for years. Mystery lurks around every corner.
I summoned Madame Leota!
I can show you what happened, but it will cost you $3.
What?
Wow.
It's highway robbery.
Who said that?
It's out today. There you go. This is actually based, as you mentioned, Kayla, earlier, based on a Disney ride and updated to a 2003 film of the same name. It's rated PG-13, runs a little over 2 hours. Strong cast. I love DeVito and, of course, Jamie Lee. Lots of chemistry there, but I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 stars.
Ooh.
The script is kind of so-so. I mean, things I've seen before, but the cast. I mean, you got DeVito and Jamie Lee Curtis. They're still going strong. I love that.
Give them something better to work with.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's great. They were going to have her too. They said they wanted to put Jamie Lee Curtis in a ball because she's in a one of those balls where you talk to them, and she didn't want to do that. But anyway, it's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think? Would you take your child to that?
No, because I'm a single mother, and I will relate to it too much. One of the scariest things about being a single mom with your son is hearing sounds in the house. And thinking it's a ghost, and you're like, I'm not ever signing up for that.
So you don't want to encourage Alan to think that. And
oh
you
no,
don't want,
Alan definitely wouldn't see it.
You don't want to scare yourself.
I'm talking about me.
Okay.
I wouldn't even see it.
I understand.
But my son is 4, so he's got a while till he can see PG-13 movies, except for Spider-Man.
Well, some of the ghosts are just floating around, and some are kind of scary. So there you go. But the theaters are nice and cool, so that's nice.